Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today, I'm once again excited to share with you guys the most recent release from the company Aragon watches. I'm going to share with you guys their newest watch called the Matador. And it's, again, just as breathtaking as any of their other models, and the quality, as with every Aragon watch, is just unbelievable for what you're paying. It really is comparable with any INVICTA watch, and of course many other brands across the board that cost into the thousands of dollars. I know because I have those watches and I've compared them side by side, and it really is an amazing watch. If you haven't checked them out, or you just stumbled upon this video through YouTube suggestions, or maybe through some of my playlists, or maybe through a link on Facebook, I definitely encourage you to give them a chance. The amount of watch you get for the money is, I think, the best value out there, and that's including INVICTA. I mean, it really is amazing what you're getting for your money. So again, I have their brand new addition to their lineup called the Matador, and I have 3 different color variations. Into 3 it comes in. This watch they've only done in gold, which is really surprising because Aragon traditionally tends to make more of their watches in silver and black. A lot of their different models generally come in that silver tone, or again the black tone. So I thought it was really interesting that they came out with this one strictly in gold, which I love gold. And I gotta tell you, I'm really, if you guys have been watching me for a while, it's every time I do a video, every time I get my hands on a watch, I want to keep it. And so I just can't keep every watch. There are other things I spend my money on, and I can't rationalize. I'm not made of money, of course, although I do okay. I can afford to buy, a watch a month if I feel like it, or I could afford to do it once a week. But there's other things like car stuff, and you guys get it. It's like normal life, right? But this one here is, I'm going to show you this one first. I'm going to show you all 3 colors, but this one here is a color combination I've really been looking for a while, and it's a very difficult color combination to find in any watch. That includes INVICTA. With all the thousands of watches INVICTA makes, they don't make a lot in this color combination. And this one here, I'm really just on the fence about keeping. It's just, all right, so let me just shut up for a second. This is the Matador, and this one is done in the gold with this beautiful, it's like a wine, like a brandy wine face. And it actually sort of, when you look at it, I'm not sure if it's getting a little bit of reflection from the crystal. It kind of almost changes colors. It takes on just a slight purple hue as you change the angle of the watch. It is absolutely stunning. And the color, I'm so glad they did it in this kind of brandy and not just a bright red, because I've always wanted one in the bright, like in a red face on gold. It really didn't matter if it was wine or red, but this is absolutely stunning. So let me just show you a couple angles of the watch here, and I'm going to tell you the specifics, and I'm going to show you each one again and show you what it looks like on the wrist. Okay, so I know, right? It's just unbelievable. All right, so this watch, again, is only available in full mirror polished gold, and there is a little bit of contrast on there I'll point out in just a second. You can get it in the green face, which is extremely rich looking. It's just a money green. Again, the brandy wine that I showed you, they call it red, I'm sure. They do, yes, red. And the baby blue mother of pearl, which is a stunning piece of mother of pearl. Sometimes you get a great piece. Other times, depending on where they get that material from. I have watches from INVICTA that have beautiful mother of pearl, and then other ones where it's like you could barely even tell. This is a great looking piece of baby blue mother of pearl. So, all right, so a little about the watch. It is again powered by the Seiko NH35 automatic movement. If you're unfamiliar with Seiko movements, they're fantastic. This is what they call it. I hate using catchphrases, but they do refer to this as a workhorse. And what they mean by that, it's a movement not to be like amazingly accurate, which all automatic watches gain or lose minutes per day or per week. So I don't calculate that stuff. There's an app you can get on your phone to calculate the accuracy of your watch. I have so many that I'm always having to set them anyway. It's a well-made movement, and so it's going to last a really long time. Some of the haters out there, like, oh, so Seiko, it's like a problem if it's not in a Seiko. It's a great movement. I've had all mine for well over 5-6 years, no issues whatsoever, and that's why it's used in so many different watch brands. So, and again, I love when watch brands don't actually do the movement themselves. I prefer a watch brand who doesn't use an in-house movement. Again, if you're going to buy something like a Rolex, that's important to you that they They control every aspect of that, but a lot of watch companies, lots of them, even into the luxury price tags, still outsource their movements. Whether it's by, you're probably not going to find a Seiko automatic in a luxury timepiece, but you will find an ETA movement. You will find like Valjoux 7750s. So there are a lot of different movements out there, and I like the idea of being able to have a company put all their passion into design and the quality of the product, and then that movement they let somebody else that's their passion, movements only. They're not trying to make every single part of the watch. And I feel that you get a really great level. Let the experts worry about the movement. Let the experts worry about producing a amazing case with great material. So everybody's gonna have a different opinion on that, but that's just my opinion. It doesn't mean that if it's all in-house, it's bad, or obviously not. But all right, so let's talk a little bit more about this. It is a country of origin of this watch is Japan. You have a 50mm case diameter, so not, I say this with a grain of salt, not huge, but 50 is a large watch. Nowadays, we all get desensitized if you're into these kind of watches, that 50 is kind of like, it looks small, but still a big watch. K1 crystal, that's a crystal that is scratch resistant that Aragon uses. Some folks will say that sapphire is the best. If you read online, they will. I mean, that is the general consensus, but I've never had a problem whether it be K1 crystal, Cristerna, or Flame Fusion, or sapphire. I have watches with each one of those crystals, and I don't see any difference. I'm careful with my stuff. I take care of it. So you're not. Don't be. You know. Don't be. You don't really have to get sold on the whole. Oh, if it's not sapphire, it's not good. These are great crystals. It is 316L stainless steel with a mirror polished 14 karat gold plating, 9 1/4 inches in band length, 24mm in band width. You do have a screw down crown on this, 660 feet of water resistance, a unidirectional rotating bezel, and of course 11.8 ounces in weight. And did I mention 660 feet of water resistance? So let's take a look at the other colors. This is the baby blue mother of pearl, just a stunning piece. Just beautiful. And of course, the money green, I call this. This one is just, and I'm not really a green fan, but it just works on this watch. It really, I mean, is awesome looking. So let me go, I'm going to show you each one of these on the wrist as well. So let me go back to my favorite of the three, the Brandywine. So here you can see the mirror polishing. On the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock position, there's kind of like a raised portion. They've put, not sure what you'd call it, almost kind of a triangular raised portion, just the design aspect of the watch on the bezel. Here's your unidirectional rotating bezel. For those of you who need to hear that sound. Now I have other Aragon watches. I will say on this one here, and every bezel is a little bit different. It's a little bit tighter than it is on, let's say, the gauge, but still easy to turn. You have the grooves, of course, which help that. But guys, you know, I've seen other knuckleheads on YouTube, you know, turning bezels on watches and then complain and be like, oh, I can't turn it. Like, dude, you're a grown man. It's a bezel. You turn it. Like, it's not that hard. So don't be worried about that. I love the fact they did those raised markers again on the 12 and 6 o'clock position there. You see that stunning looking Brandywine face. You do have your day of the month and your standard time zone. That's about all you have for the complications. You can see the screw down crown with the Aragon logo right there. And of course the exhibition window in the back, Aragon uses pretty much on all their watches, which I think is great. And the band is sort of this, what I would consider kind of like a kidney bean shaped, kind of like a, yeah, well, like, I don't know, like more like a figure 8 kidney bean. I'm not sure if that's the right terminology for it, but it's kind of got this, a peanut shape, basically. It's probably more realistic. Each link is like a peanut, basically. So pretty cool looking, pretty solid band. Double deployment locking clasp here, which I love that Aragon does that. I wish Invicta did that more, but they don't. I think it's just a better locking clasp than just a friction clasp. But that's about it, guys. I mean, pretty amazing looking watch. Oh, and case thickness, I forgot to tell you, 20mm. And you can see that K1 crystal is domed, so it gives it kind of a nice, kind of a magnifying effect almost. Oh man, this one's really pretty. All right, so let me go ahead and show you the baby blue again. Give you a couple close-ups on the face of that one there. I mean, look at that. That looks like the sky, for God's sakes. That's a great, great piece of mother of pearl. Aragon, I have to say, really, when it comes to their mother of pearl, they really get some great pieces. Whereas, I mean, you guys know I love Invicta, but I've seen better pieces of mother of pearl in Aragon than Invicta's by far. And of course, that money green. Not a bad looking piece at all. When I kind of look at this watch, or when I look at this watch, I kind of picture this watch almost like the Gauge. It's like a mid-size, smaller version of the Gauge. Very similar bezel, but you have that domed effect on the, not only the crystal, but the bezel's actually domed as well. So it's one continuous swoop right across the top, one nice curve. It really is a stunning looking timepiece. I think this one's going to do very well. Now I put link in description where you can pick these up right now for an amazing price. Click that link and check it on out. That is supplied by yours truly, so I hope you enjoy that link, and definitely get your hands on these while you can. Let's go ahead and throw it on the wrist. Now these are unsized. I'm not going to size these because I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep the Brandywine one yet, but we'll see. So here's what it looks like on a 7-inch wrist. I'm about 5'7.5", 7-inch wrist, 178 pounds as of today. So as I always tell you guys, every watch looks pretty big on a 7-inch wrist, but you know, it depends on your attitude and depends on your personality. You can wear whatever you want. And also failed to mention, there is a little bit of lume on the bezel and of course on the indices. Really good lume on this too. Like even right now, I mean, I'm standing in front of a window and I just cut my hand over a little bit and you can still see it glowing. And I want you guys to let me know too, what one do you guys like the best? What color is your favorite? You guys know what I like already, but just that green really is pretty spectacular. And you guys, I mean, I'm a big mother of pearl fan, but I gotta tell you, if I was gonna pick, you know, my favorites, again, it's gonna be that Brandywine, and then surprisingly the green, and of course into that mother of pearl. I wish they would have done this one with a black mother of pearl. That would have been absolutely stunning. All right, so let me go ahead and throw on the baby blue here. The best I can here, unsized. Just a rich looking watch. All right, and my favorite. You can see I'm kind of went through that a little quick to get to this one. Oh yeah, look at that. Gold and red, it's just a beautiful color combination. Like I said, very difficult to find watches. It's kind of like, or watches in this color combination. It's almost like the pink face models. Very hard to find a baby pink. This is just, oh man, it really is nice looking, guys. And 20 millimeters is a nice thickness on this. Nice high wrist presence. Absolutely beautiful. This is one of the favorite ones that they've come out with yet. I really like this model. All right, guys. Well, that's exhausting. Gosh, you know, it's like I just want to keep this damn thing. I don't know. We'll see. I do get a special price, of course, for reviewing the videos where I can. I do get wholesale and all that stuff. So, guys, what I am trying to do is I'm trying to get a website set up here where I'm going to start to sell all of Aragon's product. My agreement with them is to review their watches, share them with you guys, and they send me a return label as well. They get sent back to them, and of course, if I want to keep them, I can keep them for wholesale. But also, I can, you know, they are encouraging me to get this rolling and get this website done. It's just very time consuming. I'm limited on time, so I do the best I can. But I will design a website. I do have some eBay listings right now where you pick this up directly through me, of course. We'll have this drop shipped directly from the manufacturer to your address. Guys, I hope you enjoy the watch if you get it. Let me know what you think of this watch. Let me know what color combination you like the best. And by all means, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video and subscribe to the channel. Absolutely amazing. And I'm going to keep doing what I do and sharing awesome timepieces with you guys forever. So stay tuned for more, folks. If you have any requests by Aragon, let me know. I can get my hands on anything from them. You have a request, let me know. I'll get it on the next shipment. So all right, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe to the channel. Click the bell. Be notified anytime I upload a new video. As always, guys, have a great weekend. Take care.